Right, coach, you've organised training, you kept all the dirty kit in your car, took the shirts home and washed them, picked the team, gave everybody a fair chance, spoke to all the players and the parents, throw the balls over your shoulder at the end of the game, quite proud of yourself for the week's work. And then you overhear one of the parents saying to the other, I hate it when my son plays at the back. He wants to play up front. It's just because the coach has got favourites. All of us in that position would be thinking, why do I bother? I'm Stu Yates from the Coaches Touchline, and today we're going to be asking a question that all youth coaches should be continually asking themselves. Why do I bother? If someone asked you today, why do you coach? What would you say? A lot of us get into this because the kids' team needed a coach or somebody asked for help. Maybe it's something you dreamed of even before you had children. You couldn't wait to help out with their team. But the thing is, our reasons change from where we started to where we end up. Let me put it another way. If someone said to you today, they will take over and you can step back and watch from the touchlines with no input at all, would you be happy to sit there and watch? Or would you feel a little bit put out that they'd suggested that, a bit protective over your team and your role? There's no right or wrong answer for this, but it tells you something about your purpose. And the reason you started may not be the reason that you're carrying on. So why should you care about your why in real life? Well, here at the Coaches Touchline, my aim is to get research-backed ideas that are used by all the best pros, but providing it to you in a practical way that can make a difference to your coaching straight away. So the research behind this is called self-determination theory. You don't need to know that, but basically it means if you have this motivation from within you rather than an obligation or from guilt, then you're more likely to enjoy it and you're more likely to stick at it. Is that there's three things that we need to stick at something and really enjoy it. The first is autonomy. You feel like you've chosen to do this rather than being pressured or guilted into doing it. The next one is competency. Do you have the skills to be able to do what you want to do to this level that you're happy with? And finally, relatedness. This means that you feel part of that community and you feel valued in the team. From there, we're going to the continuum of motivation, which basically means things on the outside that are going to affect how well you do it. It is a sliding scale, and you don't get stuck in one place. You can move about within a week, even within a game. So we start at one end of the scale with why bother. You don't even know why you're doing it anymore. From there, you're doing it for other people. You feel a sense of duty because they need you to do it, otherwise it's not going to happen. The next step on from this is because, well, you see the value to other people. The kids really appreciate it and the parents need you to do it to help them out. Moving on from there though, it's because you want to do it. You enjoy doing this, but you see the value in it and you want to be a coach. That's who you are. Finally, right at the other end, it's because you love it. You can't think of life without you. It is intrinsic to who you are as a person. You are a coach. Like I said before, you don't have to stay in one point of it. It can shift around. The greatest athletes have all felt like this, and it's well documented from them. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, one of the greatest footballers of all time, says that he performed and worked so hard because he wanted to prove others that he was the greatest. He needed them to see the same thing that he did. The tennis player Andre Agassi has an amazing book. If you can, have a read of that. He talks about how he was pushed into playing tennis. He didn't enjoy it, he didn't want to do it, and he was doing it as a sense of duty. It was only later in his career that he began to enjoy the game and actually love what he was doing and have found a freedom in that. So wherever you sit on that scale, the point isn't to push yourself along and force yourself into loving the game. It's just to be clear about where you are. And with that sense of clarity, you can have a better sense of purpose. When you reconnect with that purpose, several things get easier. You find it easier to make decisions. You compare yourself to others less. Your communication and confidence improve. You're more resilient when things get tough. And if the time comes when you feel like you need to take a break, you can be kind to yourself and you can let yourself do that. So what's this got to do with you and how is it going to affect your coaching from today? Well, when you first start, whatever your reason, it's exciting. You've got lots of new things to learn and you're all in it together. But after you've been doing it a while, this may change. It's not going to be new and exciting anymore. And you're going to have more problems that you have to solve. This makes it all more stressful. You feel a bit stuck and frustration creeps in. This is when you can start to feel burnt out and wanting to quit. That's why you need to know your reason for doing it now, not the reason when you started. I've got some questions coming up on the screen that are going to help you figure out the reason why you're doing it now. You don't need to answer all these, and you don't have to have a perfect answer, but it can help you dig a little bit deeper and maybe write some of these down so you can come back to it in the future. You don't have to have a profound reason to be a coach, but you do need to be honest. It also helps if it links to your values. I did a video on that, so I'll leave a link at the end if you want to go back and watch it. If you do have your reason, your purpose, leave it in the comments below. Let other coaches see it and it might inspire them to figure out what they want. And if you don't know, just share what you enjoy about it. Maybe others can help you figure out how to word your reason why. Hope this video has been useful for you. I'm Stu Yates from the Coaches Touchline. It's a new community that I'm building to help coaches like you that want to grow and develop their skills of working with the player and not just coaching drills. The Coaches Touchline is now looking for founding members. Youth coaches like you who want to be part of a community that is supportive without the politics or the pressure of your own club. If that sounds like something you're interested in, visit thecoachestouchline.com or follow the link below and just put your email address in to say that you're interested. Good luck this week, coach. See you next time. All right, coach, you organised training, you kept all the smelly balls. No, we can't say smelly balls.